We're talking today about being able to see both what we don't want to see and what we usually cannot see. And this has a lot to do with, of course, Jupiter in Scorpio, which is really what this lecture is about. It really is this idea that Jupiter goes down, but it goes down to bring something up. Because the nature of Jupiter is not down. The nature of Jupiter is up. The nature of Jupiter is to rise or to increase. And it can, you all know about these travels downward, but we're seeing it all the time everywhere at the moment. We're seeing what's coming up and what's rising. It is when you have the courage to actually look at what is really there. Something happens that's very different when you don't. Now this quote is actually from the Bible. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. So it's all this idea of how do we see this? I keep hearing stories from my clients, and I could have been described like this earlier this year, of people who are just watching Rachel Maddow 6 hours a day and can't do anything else, right? There's a kind of hypnotic process that of being almost hypnotized, mesmerized by a vision of evil taking over the world, a vision of destruction. And there is a sort of helplessness in the face of it, outrage, emotion, almost like you're going through some kind of form of abuse on a daily level that you're subjecting yourself to. To go back to the idea of government is, what is it that governs our own process, our own relationship with self? And there is, because of the Jupiter opposition Uranus cycle that was activated 3 times and really is still active, there's a reversal of this whole governing system, okay, internally as well. This was just for a Jupiter in Scorpio transit that happened in 1970. At a time when you'll notice on January 1st, 1970, the outer planets here, Jupiter's at 2 Scorpio and Saturn at 2 Taurus. And this is the chart for the publication of a book called The Primal Screen. Oh, wow.